The most annoying part of this political bullying is they do it and always try to justify it by downplaying the numerical contributions of the polling stations within the town to the victory of the party in both parliamentary and presidential elections. If they are deliberately blinded by tribalism, that they do not appreciate our vote to the party's victory, we will withdraw our support for the party in the upcoming general elections. And let us see if the so-called Kusasi majority votes could make the party budge the So the topic is speaking truth to power and exposing the injustices and open hatred meted out to us by our own party. Good day to everyone present. We want to thank you for coming out in such great numbers to be part of this revolutionary cause. As zonal and branch executives and loyal sympathizers of NDC, we have gathered here, the sacred labor ward in which the NDC was birthed in Bawku Central, to register our displeasure and to speak truth to the leaders of our party on the unfair treatment meted out to us on August 3, 2024, when we all came out dressed up in our party paraphernalia, invigorated with the undiluted spirit to paint the Bawku Township red, were utterly disrespected, deliberately shunned, and denied any modicum of camaraderie from our own party, parliamentary candidate and presidential candidate John Mahama, whom we all have banked our hopes and confidence on. A communique was sent to us that our presidential candidate will make a short stop in the Bawku Township to interact with party faithfuls as part of his political tour in the region. This already anticipated information instilled some powerful euphoria on our party members, but to our shock, some tribal bigots who have hijacked the affairs of the party to perpetuate their shameful tribal interests issued numerous and vain audio threats to withdraw their full support for the MP, Mahama Ayariga, should he allow John Mahama to come engage us in the town. That open show of tribal acrimony against us and the senseless threat changed the decision of the flag bearer to meet us. And it is against this background that we, as card-bearing members of the NDC, want to again express our disappointment in John Mahama for allowing his integrity to be dragged in the filthy mud of tribal politics. In fact, the unexpected political posture exhibited by both the parliamentary and presidential candidates was, and it is condemnable. We least expected a seasoned politician of his standing to be servile, to be manipulated by Kusasi elements within the NDC, to openly reject the invitation to interact with equally party members based on the baseless, needless, and flimsy reason that we are Mampuses, and for that matter, we do not deserve equal treatment from the party. That foolhardiness has the great potential of gravely jeopardizing the political fortunes of the party within the Mampuses and their sympathizers. The questions we have for the party are we not equal stakeholders in the party? Again, does the party want to tell us that they do not need our votes? On record, we can authoritatively point out on numerous instances of injustices meted out to us by executives of the party solely on tribal grounds. Through the Machiavellian tactics, the MP overtly and covertly connived with some constituency executives whenever they paid a working visit to the constituency. They deliberately did that to marginalize and suppress us from rising to occupy influential positions in the party, and as well as block us from establishing a good working relationship and rapport with the big cheeses in the party. The August 4, 2024 media interview that Mahama Ayariga granted concerning the burning of party paraphernalia with the caption, "Mahama couldn't pass through the Bawku Township because it is a conflict zone," This is yet another show of bias by Mahama Ayariga for selectively labeling the Bawku Township, which is predominantly Mampusis, as a conflict zone, while seeing the peripheries as tranquil because the residents are his kinsmen. The tribal conflict that made Bawku a conflict zone is between Mampusis and Kusasis. Therefore, highly unfair on the part of our MP to allow himself to be consumed by uncontrolled prejudice. We see this damage controlled by the MP as betwixt and between. But yet another shameful attempt by him to do the bidding of his tribesmen. If Mahama Ayariga has forgotten, we will remind him and those that believe his flimsy excuse that the same conflict zone that was where the flag bearer of NPP introduced their parliamentary candidate, Paul Alale, a Kusasi extra to party supporters. Did any member of Paul Alale's entourage get attacked? The MP statement has rather added insult to injury rather than convincing us. These tribal cabals have succeeded in changing the sacred ideologies of the NDC to that of a Kusasi ideology. It could be recalled some time ago that Honorable Haruna Idrisu raised this disturbing point on the floor of Parliament when he visited Bawku to attend a funeral of a Mampusi prince. He stopped to engage with some party executives who tried to dissuade him from entering the town, which is dominated by Mampusis and their allies. The most annoying part of this political bullying is they do it and always try to justify it by downplaying the numerical contributions of the polling stations within the town to the victory of the party in both parliamentary and presidential elections. If they are deliberately blinded by tribalism, that they do not appreciate our vote to the party's victory, we will withdraw our support for the party in the upcoming general elections. And let us see if the so-called Kusasi majority votes could make the party budge the big We will want to take the rank and file of the party down history lane. Our father, grandfather, late Alhaji Sharif Guma of blessed memory, brought the NDC to the Upper East region. He was a Mampusi royal, but when he brought the party, he knew very well that politics was completely different from tribalism. So he called all the opinion leaders of the various tribes to help him rally support for the party. Key among them, worth mentioning, were late Alhaji Dapore, a Mosi by tribe, and late Alhaji Isuzi, a Kusasi by tribe, who later became a constituency chairman. That was how the NDC gained strong roots in the town. If late Guma was tribalistic, would he have invited other tribes to embrace the party? No. Another Mampusi royal, who was a then regional chairman, late Alhaji Fudu, popularly known as Patience, equally stirred his affairs devoid of tribalism, which saw not only Kusasi's rise to occupy influential positions, but also other minor tribes. Why cannot same be said now that the Kusasis are occupying positions of influence in the party? We want to, in all sincerity and seriousness, send this stern warning and powerful message to the party that by the total alienation and open show of contempt shown to us by the party, the zonal chairman, branch executives, and members within the Bawku Township may, without any remorse whatsoever, cease to participate nor allow any executives to campaign for the NDC in the Bawku town. What we expect from them as NDC members within the Bawku Township should equally be given a fair playground as the Kusasis are being given. That is what we want them to do. The NDC as a political party is devoid of any tribal coloring or inclination. So we want both the parliamentary candidate and the presidential candidate to see NDC as a party or the umbrella. The symbol of the party is an umbrella. All tribes should be gathered under the umbrella, devoid of tribal undertones. That is what we expect